rebuilding his brand or correcting the wrongs in his brand where he is protected, where people are not stealing from him. If you open an account in his name, you're going to jail. Bringing people into accountability.
That's
Right.
correct.
Where you are not just coming to work for him so that you can steal or so that you can set him up or so that you can bait him in or do whatever you want to do. That's the way this needs to be looked at. The way it really is that he was set up as a target.
Right. So, do you think the rebranding and rebuilding of R. Kelly should be done in America or on American soil, or should he take it overseas? Because, contrary to popular belief, in America, I think it's going to be hard. But in other places, Germany, Switzerland, Africa, he's still a king.
Mhm. I'll say wherever, wherever.
I'll
I
say
think
I'll,
if
I'll
truth
say
be
in both.
known, I think if truth be known, because you still have thousands of fans, thousands of listeners.
Right.
You know what I'm saying here in the United States. So I think if the truth be known and the truth comes out, I think it can only get better for him in the United States.
Right.
I really do.
So you would suggest that he stay in America?
And put out there.
I'm not gonna say that he stay in America,
Yeah.
but I think that he should still
Brand.
not give up on America because he has fans here that really do love him.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not gone anywhere, and they see through all of this setup, the conspiracy, they see through all of that. These are hardcore fans. They've actually,
Yeah.
they were the investigators. They await him. They await his return, and they believe, and they're, and some of them are prayer warriors. So it's just not. I
Let's
hope
talk
that
about them. Let's talk
he,
about
he
them.
may not we,
Who are they?
and I know he got to do what's best for him, but I believe that he should do both.
Let's talk about the prayer warriors and the people who are really there for him as fans. You want to name any in specifically?
Yes.
Like him too,
Okay.
Terry, Dottie,
Wait. Y'all got to talk one at a time because y'all messing up
Oh,
a good
sorry.
part. Name them. Rename them.
Terry.
Terry. Okay.
Terry. Let me tell you about Terry.
All right.
She is a diehard fan. Okay, she's there at the court dates.
Okay.
She's the one. She's the one that Robert called when he needed he didn't have our phone numbers.
Is she a blogger?
No, she's not a blogger.
Okay.
She's not a blogger. But she's a realist.
Supporter, yeah. And so
She
he
is a
contacted her and asked her to get in contact with us.
Who else?
Dottie.
Okay. Is she a blogger?
I love Dottie. Dottie Coley. She has her groups. She sat there taking the most accurate notes while we were in the courtroom.
Very smart. Highly
Very, very smart.
Okay.
And then you have him too. Him too moves in silence.
Yes.
They move in silence. I love those ladies.
Support from the beginning.
Okay. Who else?
These are the people, just to name a few, that are out here, and they are not concerned about Robert's gene pool. They're just concerned about, okay, who's for him, who's against him.
Right.
Robert loves them, we love them too.
Right.
They're not trying to bash us. They're not, because they see we're moving in silence, and we don't even get into any of that. He said, she said, bashing people, and those are people that are not what we call true supporters. They're not. They're the ones that will get Robert attached, get his name attached to a lot of messiness, and then here we go.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: how do you feel about Bruce and Carrie?
I think Bruce and Carrie, me myself, we love Bruce and Carrie. We have nothing against them, even though people have gotten in their ears against us. We have nothing against Bruce and Carrie, to be honest, no matter what they've said, because we understand that they're under a lot of pressure too.
Right.
We don't hate anyone. We don't have anything against them.
Right.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we're family, and we don't have anything against them.
Right. So how do you feel if they bash you or when they bash you? Because one of them says some derogatory things about you. Do you just
I
openly
think
take the
that
high
that's
road?
you know what I think that is. I think that that's someone that has gotten in their ears because we hear derogatory things about them all the time. But do you see us being puppeteered, getting on there, bashing them, saying, no, we don't do that.
Right.
No. And you know, out here it's about divide and conquer with Robert.
That's the best war move ever.
So they got into their ear because they feel like, I don't know, they're weak or something, and they can't get in their ear to divide and conquer the family and keeping us from supporting him together as a family. Right. So Lisa and I gonna do what we gotta do. So we're not gonna bash them and tear them down. That's what not we're not here to do that. We're not.
Our minds are bigger than that.
Yeah. So much love to Carrie and Bruce.
Much love.
How do you ever discuss this with Kelly himself? With Rob? Do you ever talk to him about these type of things?
Yes, and we have no comment. We've discussed it with him. We've discussed a lot with him. And that's the thing that makes me laugh when we talk. When we talk, because people don't know the conversations we have. We are an open book to our brother. He understands where we're coming from, and we know things that no one else knows. He knows we know, and it has shocked him. He knows who we are. So, other than that, we really aren't concerned about anyone else. We just aren't.
Those who don't like it, it is what it is. We didn't ask for this. It took Lisa and I when we first found out.
Wow.
It took us a while before stepping up out here, and then we started making our moves after we did our own research.
Right.
You know, and then we stepped out and start trying to contact certain people that we knew that was in his circle. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we started trying to contact and reach out to him.
What made you decide to reach out and contact him? Was it the case, or was it something that you had been doing on your own anyway? Like, what brought that about?
Because he is our blood, and we fight for our blood. I don't know about other families, but we fight tooth and nail for our blood. That's what made us, not who he is, not what he has. We are a close knit family, and we will fight tooth and nail for our blood.
Right.
And what made us actually come out is,
we didn't have a choice.
Yeah, my cousin was like, okay, this is it. You need to help your brother. And that's
but
all.
even after that, and we're talking about a cousin that is she was a magistrate judge, also a doctor. This is not some run of the mill person that's from the ghetto. That's why I laugh at people. I laugh at people because they don't know our history and they don't know our background.
We have a lot of history with a lot. We can name some folks for you, but that's our family. We'll have a movie or something about our family history.
We actually do. Our family is actually doing a docuseries on some other people.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? I remember a part inside of the documentary when you talked about uh, the cousin that came to you and broke the story down to you. So yes. I do remember that happening. How did you feel when you first found out? When it was brought to your attention that, hey, this is your brother? Like, I remember the story with Cassandra saying that.
I was shocked.
Was it?
Because she came to me first, and I was shocked, and then I was angry, and then I went back to being shocked, and so I called Lisa, tell her about it.
Right.
But and so we discussed it, and Lisa, how you feel?
You already know I was angry because I'm like, all this time we were talking to this man on the phone since he was 9 years old.
We were cousins.
Yeah, I remember you said that in the documentary.
It's okay. We won't get deep into that because we
are so over all the negativity concerning that.
Right.
Yeah. So, like I said, Lisa and I, we waited. We did our research. We didn't even move. Like I said, when we were told, we didn't move. We were like, what? At this time? What? So we did our research and we prayed about it, and we moved.
Now this is our. I don't know about any other families, but we named our children after each other.
Right.
So when we went to the elder in our family, one of the elders, and asked, we were like, wait a minute, how can he be this, this, and that? And there's nobody else in our family. And when he told us who his name was, I hit the floor.
Right.
He was all this time he was named after him.
Yeah, but we'll put that in.
We'll let Robert tell that part.
Right. And I got to play devil's advocate on this. Before, I would suggest to you that I would keep away the docu-series part because there are going to be people who say, look, that's exactly what I'm talking about. They're trying to make a film.